Well, now really, when we go back then to falling in love and say it's crazy, falling, you see? We don't say rising into love. There is in it the idea of the fall, taking this ghastly risk. But this is the most powerful thing that can be done. Surrender, see? And love is an act of surrender to another person. Total abandon. I give myself. So, actually, therefore, the course of wisdom, what is really sensible, is to let go, is to commit oneself, to give oneself up, and that's quite mad.
Now, in our world today, we hear a lot about exercising and staying fit. Physical fitness is really important in your day-to-day, but spiritual and emotional fitness, Bryce and Sadie, is the most important. Some here today may not know the love story of Sadie and Bryce. Time won't allow it to read it all, but I'm just going to give you a little snippet. I met Sadie in an accounting class. We got along very well right away and had tons in common, but we were both going in opposite directions at the time. I graduated NDSU and started my farming career. After much thought and prayer, I accepted a role with Wells Fargo and moved to Minneapolis. In the spring of 2016, Sadie and I randomly ran into each other in the cities, and the rest is history. We clicked perfectly, and she continues to enhance every aspect of my life. We have had more goofy inside jokes than any couple should be allowed to have. I look forward to a lifetime continued adventures with Sadie. Sadie is the kindest, most supportive, funny, beautiful, loyal, and surprisingly humble person that I've ever met. And my love for her continues to grow. In her own words, Sadie's love story. Both my parents have strong characters, which I admire. My mom is always ready to serve and to help in any way possible. She has more empathy than any person I know. And my dad, he is so strong, and my dad is so caring and so loving.
Sadie is just a true heart herself. I think we always have a special connection in ways we sometimes don't have to talk a lot. And she's just a beautiful woman inside and out.
They set the bar on how I'd like to see my own children raised someday.
Beautiful.
Their strong relationship with God and one another is something I aim to strive for. I want to note that Bryce is one of the most hardworking, generous, funniest, smartest, giggliest, and sassiest humans out there. And my love, trust, and respect grows for him every day.
From me now, I'm barely.
Oh my word. You look so good. Holy smokes.
You look amazing.
You were right, that is a great dress. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Just wait, let me see this. Holy smokes. You can't. Oh, you look good.
Thank you.
And I'd like to briefly share just a couple of quick spiritual fitness thoughts for your marriage. Exercise number 1, mutual respect. Respect one another. Listen. Hear each other out when you're going to have challenges or discussions. Next, spiritually exercise humility. Marriage is a 50-50 partnership. I like to think of it like a dance class. Even though Bryce may be the lead in dancing with his partner, Sadie, it doesn't mean that he is superior to his wife. It means that they are partners, 50-50 dance partners. Same in marriage. It's a partnership. In pre-marriage classes that I've been a part of, we learn of God's creation of man and woman. So God made you from dirt and me from dirt, Bryce. And God made woman from man's rib, a part of God's creation of man. Your wife, Sadie, the woman is to be lifted up and to be cherished. She has a superior DNA in God's wording because she's wired with emotions that we don't have as men. She is beautiful. She is to be cherished. She's made of crystal. Bryce and Sadie, be humble in your marriage life together. Admit when you're wrong. Be the first one to say you're sorry. Work on your weaknesses and try not to be repeat offenders. The past is the past. We learn from it. We say we're sorry. We move on. We don't rehash it. Next, spiritually exercise giving back to God. All your material stuff and your things and your money, it's all on loan from God. None of it is yours. God wants our heart in our giving. Spiritually exercise teaching and mentoring of children. I see the two of you with your little nephews and nieces, and oh my goodness, you have incredible influence. Teach your children to follow Jesus. Exercise the opportunities to share the good news of Jesus with others. Last but most important, so I know you got this wired, but continue to be kind and loving to one another.
I, Sadie, take you, Bryce, to be my husband.
To be my wife. I promise to be faithful to you.
For better, for worse.
For richer or poor.
In sickness and in health.
I will love and cherish you.
All the days of my life.
And Bryce, would you like to kiss your bride?
I got that something you want. I got that something. I got that something you want.
When I think back and try and think of a synopsis of raising Bryce, I really don't know where to start. It's truly been a blessing to have raised you. You're a goal-driven guy, and you always seem to meet and exceed your ambitions. You've always told me that when you were 30 years old, you were going to marry a pretty girl. And how old are you today? 30. He's 30.
Bryce, Bruce, Spruce, Bryce. We are so excited to finally welcome you to our family. To be honest, we would have been ready 5 or 6 years ago, but that's another story.
I'm Bryce's younger brother, Brighton. I had a few things to say about Bryce. Most of it good.
I got that brand new feeling. Yeah, I'm original. You got what I want. Got what
Bryce is likable. He's cool, and he's got a great sense of humor. He's the kind of person that you can always have a good time with. As long as he's in control of the music, picks the food we're eating, the people we're eating with, the place we're going, and what we're gonna do when we get there.
Let's get together.
Life is a journey that will take you on the highest highs and some of the lowest lows you can imagine. Please encourage one another to grow and become your best self. Learn to accept change when it comes and to find the positive in every situation.
Your presence here means the world to us, and today would not be the same if you weren't all here. In fact, it would probably be a lot cheaper. Bill and Jackie, thank you for welcoming me into the family and for all of your help leading up to today.
You both raised a gorgeous girl with a heart of gold and a good head on her shoulders. From the moment I laid eyes on her, she immediately and unambiguously went out of her way to demand that I give her attention. Which I did. So...
Let's get together.
Sadie, words cannot describe how happy I am to call you my wife. You're my most loyal best friend, and your support, your begrudgingly adventurous spirit, and unique ability to always make me laugh, even at the most inappropriate times, has made the past 7 years of my life the best ones yet, and I couldn't imagine someone I'd be more excited to spend the rest of my life with. So thank you for marrying me and making me the proudest man in the world. I love you.